Wednesday's Infidelity. This mod, to this day, still holds up really well for me, and is still one of my favorite FNF mods ever. The OST, while kind of random at points, is still really good for me. Let me get some things out of the way before we start. 1, I will not be ranking the covers or corpse. I'm keeping the covers out because I don't think it makes any sense to pair them with the rest of the songs. I don't think that's fair to the rest of the OST. And I won't be ranking corpse because it was unfinished and technically was never even supposed to be in the mod. 2, I do not condone any of the actions from Sandy. I think All is also controversial, but I don't really know enough about what she's done, so I'm not going to say anything about her. Alright, I think that's all I have to say. Let's get started with the only 2 C tiers of the mod. I remember disliking Carnival in Toyland. When I first re-listened to the mod to do this video, I was in shock with how bad I thought this song was. Julian's chromatic is used so horrifically bad here. Not only is his chromatic used bad, but his chromatic just can't hit long notes, which is why I think Spring March is a better song. The only praise I can necessarily give this one is Boyfriend sounds decent, but Julian's chromatic is used poorly, the melodies are super unforgettable, the entire song sounds boring overall. Like, gee, thank God this song is short, otherwise I'd probably be even harsher on it. There's no favorite part to this either. There's like no saving graces besides Boyfriend sounding decent. I bet you expected Clubhouse to be last, but no, actually no. Clubhouse is next. This song is so goofy. That doesn't mean I think it's good, though. This song is not good, like, at all. It's slightly better than Carnival in Toyland, just because Julian's chromatic was so bad in Carnival of Toyland. Let's get started with this one. Mickey's Atonals somehow sound not awful. The instrumental here is a lot better than Carnival in Toyland. Let's get into why this song is actually bad, though, like, in all seriousness. The rhythm here is ass. There is, like, no rhythm. It's super slow. Boyfriend sounds kinda bad in some parts. Although this part right here isn't actually half that bad. Like, again, Mickey's Atonal surprisingly aren't awful. Like, this song is certainly better than other Joke-Atonal songs, such as Chef Blasting. Like, I don't know, yeah, I put the song in C tier, but that's mainly just because, like, the rhythm is, like, non-existent. But, like, it's not the worst joke song ever created. Like, it's certainly somewhat decent. Just somewhat decent.
Alone and afraid, waiting for his dad, he found something that maybe can help.
More, Father, I crave more. was not a good solo. I'm gonna be honest, going into this song after listening to Cravings it feels like whiplash, because this song is honestly nowhere near as good. And re-listening to this song for the first time taught me something. There is 100% such thing as too many slide notes, because the amount of slide notes that Cheddar has is insane and unnecessary. Right here, it does reference Wistfulness, or Steamboat Willie, my fault. This song is mostly made up of references, but like, for the most part, it does sound decent, aside from Cheddar having too many slide notes at some points. Which is the only reason why the song isn't lower on the list. But yeah, overall, this song for me just feels like a worse version of Cravings. And It's a Small World reference here. It does not hit anywhere near as hard as it does in Cravings. That being said, it does still hit hard though, and it's probably the best part, and it's like the only redeeming quality of Hunger Pangs. I'm gonna honestly move on at this point, just because I don't have anything else to say on this song. From this point on, where it's kind of just reusing references I've already talked about. I'm not even gonna let the intro play out, because in order to talk about why this song is so low on the list, I need to talk about the leaked version of this song. The old version of Last Day is beautiful. The way Boyfriend starts off the song with his long notes, and I honestly think it's way more fitting for Boyfriend to start this one, considering Mickey's literally at the brink of pulling the trigger on a gun to his head. The way the chromatics are used here, the melodies are, like, everything about it, the chromatics, the melodies, the instrumental, it is all super memorable and very emotional. And I feel like the feeling of sadness and the end is portrayed way better here. And you have Boyfriend here giving off, like, this first melody gives off, like, a sense of hope, a sense of pleading. Mickey overall, and the tone of the song is portrayed to be really depressed. And just, like, this song signifies the end. It shows the end. And it is honestly one of the most emotional FNF songs ever. Now, this is the leaked version, so they changed it. Did they make it better? Well...
No one cares about me. No one loves me. We know you'll get that feeling too.
The decision to change Mickey to be the first one to sing instead of Boyfriend baffles me. It doesn't make any sense. And also, the overall changes to, like, the instrumental and, like, the tone of the song are just as baffling. The way this song completely scraps the tone that the original had. The melodies, in all honesty, they don't hit like they did in the original Last Day. They just sound like they're there. And after this part, it is basically an entire minute of back and forth melodies that don't match up with each other in any way, that overpower each other constantly. Listen. I get what they were trying to go for with the change in this song. They're trying to give a more theme. They're trying to, like, create a theme more focused on desperation and hope than flat out the end. But they did not do it good here. It just sounds like random back and forth melodies. Boyfriend is overpowered completely during so many parts of this song. It's still a super emotional song, and that's the only reason it's above Hunger Pangs, but Oh my god! Though at this point here, I love how they sing together in this final turn of the song. This is good. This is a good decision made with this song. It's just too bad the rest of it fucks it up tenfold. What the fuck happened? Why is Mickey's mixing so ungodly atrocious? Anyway, the only reason this song isn't below Last Day is because this song does have some memorable melodies. Boyfriend also sounds really good. I don't know, I honestly don't know why this song exists. Like this, I guess this song is supposed to be like representing Mickey and Boyfriend's endless cycle for Satan's own enjoyment, but we have a hellhole. Hellhole already serves that role. Anyway, this melody going on right now is probably one of my favorite melodies throughout the song. I really like how it's done, and it doesn't feel like the chromatics are overlapping each other like they do in some other instances. And the way they duet here! Oh, this duet goes so hard! I fucking love this duet part. This fucking overall melody is super good, and the fucking wistfulness I did it again! Steamboat Willie reference! It goes so ungodly hard as well. Literally, this duet section alone, I believe, would be an S tier. But the rest of the song is so unforgettable and so poorly made that it's the reason why this song stays in B tier for me. After the pause here, the melodies, they're not as bad as they were in the beginning of the song, but they do get super forgettable again. And again, Mickey's voice is poorly mixed. Mickey honestly does sound a little bit better here than he did in the beginning of the song. In the beginning of the song, he sounded fucking atrocious. In this part of the song, though, he sounds more bearable. And that is a good redeeming quality. Again, the melodies are just super generic. And then there's another duet here, but this duet doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as the first duet. It does still hit. Like, I like the duetting. When they duet, it's probably like the best parts of the song. But like, it's just, I think it's just because I don't really like the melodies here as much. They're just not as great for me. But then the other duet comes back. Have I made it clear that I fucking love this duet yet? Anyway, I think I've said all I needed to say for this song. Duets go burr, everything else is kind of it. This song is a really good opener for the mod. I'm not even gonna lie. The way Steamboat Willie is done here, it is really good. One praise I'll give it, it got such a needed extension. It sounds so much more charmful than the V1 version did. Mickey's whistling also sounds really good. I really like the Steamboat Willie theme, so I think that I have a little bit of a bias for that. Otherwise, this song would probably be below Visania, but I don't know. At the point where the song originally ended, it keeps going, and at first, it's just still the Steamboat Willie theme, and The way these two complement each other and duet, it just sounds super beautiful. The way the melodies of Steamboat Willie complement each other sounds really good. It's really damn good. And then it transitions to using the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme, which is also a much needed addition, I feel like, because otherwise Wishfulness would just feel like a remix of Steamboat Willie. And it just sounds like such a good way to end this half of the song. And then following this, we start to see the insanity of Mickey, and the mixing gets all screwed up. And for the story, for the song, it makes sense, and for the most part, it doesn't even sound that bad. Except I think Boyfriend has a little bit too many effects on his voice. The whistling works because it's whistling, but for a standard chromatic, I feel like the effects placed here don't work. But they do make sense for the story. With a song as good as this one, you wouldn't have thought that the shithole that is Hunger Pangs was next. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. The It's a Small World intro hits so ungodly hard for no good reason. The melodies in this first half of the song are awfully really calming. And I really like that. It's done in a really nice way here. It's a good opener to Cheddar's Week. I also really like the instruments playing in the background. I feel like they really add to how good the instrumental is. And Cheddar hits some good notes in this song, especially coming up here, I think. I love how Cheddar hits those notes along with the instruments in the instrumental. Boyfriend hits the same melody, arguably better than Cheddar, I'm gonna be honest. I think Boyfriend sounds a little better in this song than Cheddar. And in Hunger Pangs as well, I don't think I said it in Hunger Pangs. And after this, of all songs to reference, we get a reference to Happy from Sunday Night Suicide. I don't know why, but it's there, and it's cool. And then after this part, it references Dejection, which is also really good. Like I said in Hunger Pangs, Cheddar's songs are made up of mostly references, but I think Cravings does it way better than Hunger Pangs does. That being said, though, it is still not really that original, which is why it's lower on the list. Though, I will say another thing, though. After this part here, which I'll let play out, these melodies sound really good, not gonna lie. Then we get It's a Small World again, and the way these two duet It's a Small World is so ungodly good, in my opinion, for no reason. I really like it a lot. Sunsets goes really hard, honestly. It's probably one of the most underrated songs out of the OST. It's not really that memorable. That's the only reason it's just an A tier, and it is a little repetitive. But that's honestly not the biggest deal in the world. It still brings it down a little bit, though. I like how Mickey hits some notes in this song. It goes really hard. The instrumental is also really damn good. I like the tone it goes for with the freaking whatever instrument is in the background. I don't fucking know. My bad. I don't like this pause here, though. This pause feels really unnecessary. I feel like they could have put a little bit more here and just put anything different besides a pause. Though I will say this, though. The song's way too short. Like this, I get this is like supposed to just be like a prelude of Versicula Serratus, but even then, like, I feel like this song could have been a little bit longer. Like, maybe just slightly shorter than Dejection would have been good. This ending, while it's still good, it doesn't really hit as hard as, like, earlier in the song, in all honesty. But, like, yeah, it's just overall a good vibe. There's not really anything overwhelmingly negative or positive to say about it. It's kind of just there, and it's good for that. But other than that, it's just, I have no idea. I don't like that crying sound effect, but let's getting that out of the way. This song it's okay. The reason it's above Sunsets because it has more memorable melodies, but like, I don't know. The chromatics here aren't bad. They're good, but like they're not really that great. Boyfriend sounds pretty generic, all things considered. Like at least when compared to the old version of Cremant. I don't know how you fully pronounce this one. Moki doesn't sound that great. I don't really know. I think Moki's Chromatic is just okay. The melodies here in like the first half are like pretty good. I mean, they're nothing insane. They're just there, honestly. The instrumental is like pretty nice to listen to. I don't really know. This first half of the song, I don't really have anything to say about, just because it's like really boring. Like again, there's nothing really overwhelming to say about it. I don't really know what else to say. Getting to the second half, though. The instrumental here goes so hard! I fucking love the swing-like tone it goes for! Moki's Chromatic, while better than in the first section though, is still just not that great. It does sound kind of bad at points, but other times it can sound really, really damn good! These back and forth melodies right here shared between Boyfriend and Moki also sound like really damn good. I like how they sound. I just really like how the song like takes a faster paced shift. I lost the words there for a second. We do have a part right here though that's honestly kind of weak, all things considered. I don't really like how it sounds. It doesn't sound bad though. I like the transition here with Moki's laugh. I will say a flaw with this section: repetition. The main melody that this half opens up with repeats a lot, with usually not that much variation between it. The long notes that hit right here surprisingly aren't that bad. Like, again, Moki's Chromatic is a little weird. Sometimes it can sound really good, sometimes it can sound kind of bad. Right here, I really like pitch changes in FNF songs, and this part is no exception. I really like how the pitch takes a shift here. Like, it is like this main melody still, but like, it doesn't really matter that much. And then you have the opening melody coming back for a reprise. This entire section on, which is really good. I like how Moki and Boyfriend both sound. They both sound really good. The chromatics are used really damn good. The instrumental hits just as hard as it did throughout the rest of the section. I don't know, I just really like how the reprise is done here. And the way the song ends too is also really funny, all things considered. But yeah, I didn't really have that much to say about this one, honestly. It's just kind of there for me, like most of the A tiers.
Right, is that a reference to Suicide Mouse?
Alright, put your pitchforks down, I'll explain my thoughts on this song, because I know a decision made with this remake really brought this song down a lot for a lot of people. To start though, Mickey sounds heavenly in this song, in all things considered. Boyfriend also sounds really heavenly at points, and I like how Boyfriend tries to, like, compliment Mickey's first section with, like, higher notes to, like, reflect a sign of hope, in a sense. I just think, like, this first section of the song is beautifully crafted together. The instrumental also sounds really nice, and it fits, like, the overall mood, like, of this point in the week. And I also think this first turn is just short enough that it doesn't, like, overstay its welcome or anything like that. As it ends, though, Mickey laughs and we move on to the second half of the song. Now, I know, a lot of people don't like that they made this half faster. A lot of people think this butchered the song, along with the addition of Mickey's crazy voice being overlaid in the background. I think making the song faster makes a lot of sense, like when it comes to, like, the drug that Mickey is using. I think it makes a lot of sense for this case. However, I think including Insane Mickey's voice in the background is fine, but it's not really done good. It just sounds like it's there. It doesn't seem like they even tried to mix it that well, anywhere in a weird sense. I honestly think they, like, kind of tried to, like, push out this remake faster because they couldn't get Dejection Lapses done on time. By the way, like, bringing back the original melodies of the song, it sounds really good here, and I think the faster pace makes these melodies even better than they were originally. And all things considered, despite my opinions on Mickey's voice in this half, I still think it doesn't sound bad. I think it's done really good, and I think the Insane voice does sound good. I just don't think it's mixed in that well. That's, like, my only gripe with it. Still, though, like, I don't get why people hate that they made this faster. I think making it faster really helped it out a lot. I've tried listening to the original Dejection after listening to this one. I can't do it. I like the change to make it faster.
You always did right with me. Still, you decided to stay. Look, you're now part of it. Follow us. You are now
You know, it's kind of crazy that we started the video with the bottom of the barrel with a Julian song, and we're starting the S tiers with Julian's second song. Anyways, a faster paced song with a lack of slide notes. That works well with the type of chromatic Julian has. And also, the melodies here are super charming. They're really catchy, and they blend with each other well. The instrumental, also really damn good. The mixing on these two chromatics is also really good, and I don't know how they did so damn good with Spring March and they fumbled so badly with Carnival and Toyland. It baffles me. I will say that the melodies that play out throughout the song, while they are still really good, they are nowhere near as catchy and memorable as the opening melody. I'm sorry. And then after this, we have a reference to cycles. There are multiple references to cycles throughout the mod, which reference Mickey's endless cycle of torture. It's just, I don't know, I think this song is overall just a really good charm to listen to. Like, it just sounds super catchy, and the melodies, even though they're not as memorable as the opening melody, they are still really good melodies. Like, yeah, this was short. I know, I will say that, I will talk about, I'm not gonna cut to it, but like the ending of the song, like the last like 40-50 seconds of it or so, that's a pitch change I don't like. I feel like that pitch change is just not really deserved, and it doesn't really like make the song that much better. It doesn't bring it down for me, but I feel like it made no sense to even have it in. I will say here, the opening melody returning here is amazing, and it sounds even better than it did in the first half of the song. Let's move on to the next one, because this song, I don't have much to say about it. I just think it's really good and really charming. You know, I would have never thought that Wednesday's Infidelity would have had a fucking collab with Versus Imposter. If I'm being honest, it does kind of suck that Imposter Mouse doesn't have a unique chromatic. In this specific song, I think he uses Black's V3 chromatic, but I might be wrong there. Anyways, this song is really, really catchy. I think it has so much charm to it. More charm than Spring March, but like it definitely has like that charm that Spring March also had. Surprisingly though, I think the chromatic here, I'm just gonna call it Imposter Mouse's chromatic. I think Imposter Mouse's chromatic is like really good, shockingly enough. Boyfriend sounds really good. The instrumental is like super catchy. Everything about this is catchy, in all honesty. The melodies are super memorable and catchy. I will say this though, in all honesty, like, it doesn't really bring it down that much. It brings it down a little bit, but not really. The instrumental's really, really fucking generic. It just doesn't really matter that much though, because of how charming this song still is and how catchy it is. I like how the melody slows down here a little bit. It kind of signifies that there is still a lurking danger despite how catchy and upbeat this song is. I don't know, I just think like this song like could have been better if it was, it's too long, I feel like. I feel like 3:42 is like a little too long. And I feel like Imposter Mouse could have benefited from like, not necessarily, it doesn't even have to be a unique chromatic, just a better chromatic choice. Like, I don't know, I still don't know if this is Black's V3 chromatic or it could be Gray's. I have no idea. I can't really tell, I'm sorry. Although, this part coming up right here though, I like how the chromatics sound here, like how they swing with each other. It sounds surprisingly good, especially for Boyfriend. Although, right here, this is probably one of Black Imposter Mouse's weakest points in the song. I don't know, I just think the chromatic sounds too raspy here. But yeah, overall, this song is really fucking catchy, and has really good melodies. It's just like, it all kind of blends together, so there's not really that much to say in that sense. Hellhole. I remember when the first leaked build for Wednesday's Infidelity came out, and how good I thought this song sounded, and how disappointed I was when I realized there were literally no changes from the leaked version. That doesn't affect the ranking though. This beginning is good, but then he goes insane, and yeah, this song is really fucking good for the most part, aside from one part that we'll get to. Mickey sounds really good here, and it makes you wonder what the hell happened in Vesania, but that's not the point. Mickey still sounds really good. Boyfriend sounds really good. The melodies are really, like, back and forth. I love how these melodies sound. They sound really good. In Mickey's third phase, like, the melodies get even better. The instrumental is also really damn good. I didn't say that yet. But yeah, I don't know, I love the tone of this song a lot. It sounds really good, and it sounds really progressive as well. And then right here, it slows down. I don't really know what the point of this is, but it does lead up to Satan's section. And Satan's section is literally why this song is so low. Mickey concludes his section here with some really good melodies. And then Satan comes in, and it uses a fucking stock scream noise. Dude, Satan's chromatic here is, not probably, definitely the worst use of it in the entire mod. He does have some good melodies in his section, but his chromatic doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as it does in other sections. Satan's chromatic overall is not great, but like, it is certainly used better in other songs. In this song, it's used horrifically bad. Like, this section isn't outright awful, but it's probably like a B tier or like a low A tier, and that's why it brings down Hellhole so much for me. And it ends off with that stock scream again, and then it goes back to Mickey and BF, and this part is honestly beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. The notes that Mickey starts with, and then they start duetting, it sounds really good. Really, really damn good. And the instrumental here, like, this part of the song is like super calm. The calmness before the storm, if you will. Boyfriend here also sounds really damn good, and Boyfriend somehow really complements Mickey's insane chromatic really well. And just, I think this part is beautiful and like shows like what they're in. And then Boyfriend has a little solo here, which sounds beautiful. It sounds so good. And then Mickey reflecting this solo back at him sounds just as good. Not as good as Boyfriend hitting it, but still really good. I think like overall this slow part of Hellhole could have been a little shorter. I don't think it had to be as long as it was, but it's still a beautiful part of the song, and it's certainly better than Satan's section on all accounts. And again, the way these two duet here before it leads to an absolute much faster paced section. It sounds good. And then in the final like minute of the song, Mickey goes absolutely fucking ballistic, and this part is amazing. The way these two hit their notes, it sounds really good. It complements the instrumental really well, and the way they start duetting here coming up, like, I think it just sounds so good. And this part of the song is a perfect way to end the story arc of these two. I know this isn't the canon ending, but regardless, I still really like how these two complement each other. It sounds really, really, really fucking good. And the way the song ends with it comes back to the opener of Hellhole, and it with Insane Mickey's voice, and it just sounds beautiful as the song slows down and finally comes to a close. this song is something that could have been beautiful, but it is ruined by Satan's Section.
That?
Humans, specifically Lucas, are raised far below humanity. Their only motivation that keeps them alive and still existing in this reality is to be at best one of the worst existing class of modern society.
Yo, Lakers, that's why you straight built like a R-class nice guys looking. Oh, my wife is gonna love me even though she looks like a fucking 10-year-old, but it's okay because she's like 500 years old.
Yeah, I really put Leak my fucking balls this high on the list. What are you gonna do about it? Anyways, this song is fucking hilarious, I'm not even gonna lie. The fact that they just made a song poking fun at leakers, I think it's funny. Anyways, talk about the actual song itself. Lewis and Felipe have really good chromatics. Mickey's probably has the weakest performance in this whole song. Somehow, I have no clue how, but somehow, Satan is hard carrying this one. The way he duets alongside Mickey, but also just the way his chromatic is used in this one is not only better than Hellhole, but it's probably his second best performance in the entire mod. The melodies in this one are also really catchy and like really memorable. They're used really well in all honesty. The trumpets in the background also go really hard. The way these melodies go along with the trumpets in the background is also really good, I think.
Please, just send them away from us. Murder them. Fucking anything. Why am I ranting? I don't know. I should have ended this a long time ago. Fuck that rhyme.
That little freaking monologue from Mickey's funny. But like, after that, nothing really changes. The song doesn't really progress that much, in all honesty. Okay, I lied. It does shift. It just doesn't shift right away. But like, the way the melodies sound here, like, they do sound nice and like more calming than the rest of the song. Those trumpets still hit really hard. It doesn't affect the ranking, but I do like the detail of the demons using trumpets in the background. This part here, I like when it gets faster like this. The only one that doesn't really sound good here is weirdly Satan, even though he hard carries the rest of the song. And so it's kind of weird, but like, I still like how all the chromatics sound here. And I do like the shift it takes at this point. I don't really have much more to say that I can say without just stretching it and saying stuff I've already said. So, I'm gonna leave it off here, and, yeah.
Fuck! I missed again!
This song is really good. It is really damn good. This opener goes so hard. And the way he laughs before he goes fully insane. And the fucking song cranks up to 10 immediately. The melodies here, even though some of them are just reused melodies from Left Unchecked and Defeat, are still so good and used so perfectly. Especially this melody. It is so fucking good, man! I just love the way these two complement each other and when Mickey's in such an insane state. And just the way everything goes together. It just sounds really good, especially in this first minute of the song. And then after that, it goes into more like how Unknown Suffering V1 was. And I don't really like this. I like this more than the scrapped remake. I like that kind of goes like this, but like, I don't know how to feel about the fact that we have such an intense opening and it goes to kind of like how the song normally is. But that being said though, it's still really fucking good. Like, the melodies here are still ungodly good, and I get a huge sense of nostalgia, honestly. And I still love the way these two complement off each other. Like, just, these melodies still are some of the best melodies to come out of this mod. Like, the way these two sing with each other, it is done so good. And the instrumental is also really good in this part. Just, I fucking love how everything blends together to create such an insane like, mid-finale to the week. Like, this is fucking awesome. And then, the song pulls a fake-out on you, and it extends itself. The fake-out isn't pulled as good as it is in Rage Party, but, like, it's still a fucking pretty well-executed fake-out. It's executed better than Cremant. I just think, like, this final minute of the song sounds really good, and it shows, like, and it feels really climactic, even though this isn't the final song of the mod. Like, it just sounds like, the end, like, and I think it's just done here really damn good. I think it just sounds nice, really nice. Boyfriend and Mickey just sound really heavenly in this part, even though Mickey's voice is fucking insane, like, it still sounds really good, and it's used perfectly in this part. And the way they hit these final notes sounds beautiful.
Oh, but what a happy ending! Because our dear friend Mickey stopped lamenting. That Wednesday morning was bright again. The beauty and the warmth of the sun showed the true happiness of being alive.
The opener to Versiculus Eratus is so beautiful. The way freaking Satan and Mickey sound here, especially Mickey, it sounds so good, and Mickey just sounds, the feeling of absolute desperation is captured here. And I like Satan's little melody here that like kind of like ramps it up just a tiny bit from the original tone before he fully reveals himself, and we get the rest of the song. And just the way it uses Mickey's insane voice, but not because he's insane, because he's desperate, angry, The attention and detail given to the melody, Satan freaking using the Unknown Suffering melody, and Mickey specifically not repeating that melody, is such good attention and detail. And throughout this entire first half of the song, for the most part, Mickey's essentially not using the melodies Satan uses. I think Satan here he sounds so much better in Versicular Serratus than he does in Hellhole. The way both chromatics are used, they sound so good. And Mickey sounds better, definitely, but like Satan here still sounds really, really good. I really love how they sound. And then you have this Mickey solo here it just shows even more desperation. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It just sounds really good and really, really beautiful. I think this song captures the tone of Mickey's desperate pleas for freedom perfectly. And just the way Satan's essentially just torturing him, I like it. And then you have this part where Mickey goes ultra desperate, and just the way, like, the melodies here sound, like, shattered, in a sense. It just shows Mickey's absolute desperation to, like, break free from the curse of Satan. The way the instrumental and the chromatics are used here, the melodies created off of these chromatics, it sounds so good, and it feels like a perfect way to end the song. Especially coming up here with the long notes Mickey hits. The long notes are some of the best long notes that we hear from his insane chromatic. It sounds so perfect! The way the instrumental is also done here. It's like the way it's just composed. It sounds so fucking good! And they have these final long notes, the way they're duetting each other. It is so ungodly good, and the way the instrumental ends off the song, it sounds so perfect. And this is only the start of the S+ tiers. Let's keep going. This song is so fucking good, man. It's so much better than Unknown Suffering. If I'm being honest. Well, clearly I am if it's this high on the list. I'm gonna try to not repeat what I've already said in Unknown Suffering. Besides, like, I will get the thing out of the way. The melodies sound just as good as they did in Unknown Suffering, if not even better than they did in Unknown Suffering. And also, just the song's mixing, the mixing of Untold Loneliness is so much better than Unknown Suffering. The way these chromatics sing against each other, the way, like, it all blends together, it all sounds so much better than Unknown Suffering. And I love the way it slows down here. It gives these two, like, a moment to, like, reflect, for their chromatics to reflect once again. I just think it all sounds really damn good, and like the instrumentals also really damn good. And then after this, of course, the lyrics, the part that everyone loves. I also love these damn lyrics. They are honestly really catchy, and I'm good, and like I like the rhyme scheme of them. And this little mini solo Boyfriend has following the lyrics is also pretty damn good. And then after Oswald pulls the trigger, this song cranks up to a 10 for the rest of it. The insanity from earlier is back, and perhaps even better. I just love how these melodies are done and how the chromatics complement each other. They are so... This second half of the song stays this good, this so fucking good the whole way through. It is so perfect. And after this last repeat of the main melody, we have another pitch change. And this pitch change can go so ungodly hard as well for no reason. It shows like Oswald's desperation to end his life even better. Like, and again, the mixing is also even better. The way the chromatics used, it is so good. The Untold Loneliness is such a beautiful song, and it is so much better than Unknown Suffering, purely because of the mixing on the vocals. That is what makes this song so fucking perfect. The way it ends is also super, super freaking good. I freaking love how the instrumental calms itself and it slowly, really slowly, but slowly winds itself down. I hope you're ready for the longest favorite part of the entire video.
In the end, we all die. Why should I even try? Gun in hand, my life shall end. My suffering shall be no friend.
Unknown Defeat. Oh, where do I begin with this fucking masterpiece? Well, I guess I get one thing right off the bat. The choice to use Black Imposter's V4 chromatic for Imposter Mouse in this song was perfect. Black Imposter's chromatic freaking complements this song perfectly. I'm just gonna refer to this as Black Imposter for the rest of this, just so it's easier to analyze this. These melodies complement the rock instrumentals so hard. Boyfriend and Black Imposter sound so fucking good! The feeling of danger in this song is felt perfectly. This is honestly better than Danger and Defeat combined. And honestly, I feel like I'm also just a real sucker for rock instrumentals, which is also the reason this is fucking number one. I just think, like, Black Imposter's chromatic complements this song and its melodies so ungodly well. This slow part of the song is also really good, and it further exemplifies the danger of this situation. The song cranks itself back up for the remainder of the time, and it sounds so fucking good. The melodies here, perfect. The instrumental, perfect. It's all so perfect. It blends itself together perfectly. These melodies, none of them get old. Every single melody used. This one as well. This one's also really good. But seriously, every single melody here sounds perfect. It all sounds beautiful. And the way Black Imposter slowly starts to wrap up the song at this point here, the high notes he hits, the way Boyfriend reflects those notes, it's so good. And just, we have another, like, somewhat slow section that occurs before Black Imposter goes absolute ham with motifs from Defeat. Just the way he goes the notes go ballistic here. The way the notes just get much faster out of nowhere. The way the notes start to hit way harder. It sounds so good, so intense, and the intense instrumental complements it so perfectly. And the way that Black Imposter slowly winds it's the song down, it's all so beautiful. This song is not only the best song from this mod, but it would probably be the best song from Versus Imposter if it was in that mod. This song blows every single Black Imposter song out of the water, and it blows every single song from this mod out of the water. A true fucking masterpiece. Going back and deciding to rank Wednesday's Infidelity was such an amazing decision, I feel like. It made me realize just how much I truly love this mod. And it made me also realize that Unknown Defeat may be my favorite FNF song ever. Regardless, this was probably one of my favorite videos ever to make. I fucking loved recording this video so much. I really hope you enjoyed it. And feedback would be much appreciated. Now, what's next? I don't actually know. I might do Sonic and the Seven Symphonies at some point, but other than that, I don't really know what's next. By the time, I don't know what time this video is going to be coming out. I think it's probably going to be coming out like closer to the end of the month, maybe the beginning of next month of August. I don't know. Regardless, though, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in whatever I end up deciding to do next.
Don't worry, I'll
Farewell. Oh wait, one more thing. Here's my tier list. I suppose it doesn't really matter because of how I formatted this video, but figured I'd give it anyway. Now then, goodbye.